On Saturday, February 12th at 1:29 a.m., Shotus Oda emails Nyarubico asking for an interview. Tuesday, February 15th at 5:23 a.m., Nyarubico is interested, but needs time to make sure they are okay with having an interview out there. 2 hours later, Shotus responds, "Oh, yes, this sounds fabulous." Alrighty, hello, and welcome back, or welcome to the Shotus Oda official YouTube channel. Today, you're going to get to see a full Q&A style interview of beloved Critical Strike YouTuber Nyarubico, who deleted their channel over 9 months ago and has only recently returned. This interview has a total of 12 questions, ranging from Critical Strike and YouTube videos to why Nyarubico deleted their channel in the first place. All questions and answers will be read aloud by me, and timestamps will be in the description. Starting with question 1. What do you think is the most important thing that a CS player can do to improve their skill? Nyarubico says, in 2 words, play more. In a bit more than 2 words, just playing the game a lot will help you get used to your abilities and your controls, allow you to observe many different abilities and strategies from other players, and generally just make it so that your play is more solid. Think, experiment, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. It's probably better if you play alone. Personally, I can't focus if I have friends who are going to call me out for daring to do something that might not work. Moving on to question 2. How did you get so good with Sniper? Nyarubico responds, I play so much Sniper, you wouldn't believe it. For settings, I play on my PC. My mouse sensitivity is 600 dots per inch, mouse acceleration is most definitely turned off, and my in-game sensitivity is set to exactly 0.16. Yes, I have a big mouse pad. Now, how did I get good? In my mind, I'm not a good enough Sniper player, so I'm constantly exploring how to improve. I mostly focus on how I aim my abilities, but lately I've become a bit more conscious of my own rhythm and habits, and how they can afford observant players the advantage of reading me. Also, I've been trying to practice ridiculous mid-air ricochet shots lately, but that's just because I play too much. My advice is just play a lot of Sniper, and always focus on improving something. Also, don't forget to aim where your opponent is going to be, instead of where they are. Your F actually does have enough travel time for this to be an issue at long range. Moving on to question 3, it is, what do you think the best class category is? And Nyarubico says that the best class category for you, the viewer, is the one that seems the coolest. They're all viable in my opinion. I really like Marksman personally, but there are a few burst classes I enjoy, including Bomber and even Druid, believe it or not. But I believe you want to know the objectively best class category, don't you? Well, I could give any answer and it would be controversial. With that said, the objectively best class category is Special Classes. Almost all of the classes in this category excel at something. Some exceptions include Gladiator, since it's mid, and it's only great as a counterpick to a handful of classes in my opinion, and Phantom is probably the least useful class here, although it's not a bad class or anything. Firecracker is admittedly a bit of a joke in Elim, but it's the best class by a mile for Escort. Yes, I am rating game passes as less viable than specials. I'm serious. Question 4 from Koith Epicness, what drew you to classes such as Sniper and Medic? Nyarubico says that Medic is very fun to troll with. While Shroom's sleep move is huge and easy to hit, Medic's sleep move can hit from halfway across the map if you have good aim. But that said, Medic is only my 5th or 6th most played class. My 2nd most played, I can't even say for sure. Bomber? Mercenary back when I was new? Secretly Turkey? No clue. Now for Sniper. I'm obsessed with this class just because there's so much to learn and master. Sniper's LMB is very inconvenient. You can't even move while using it, and if you want to get any height on your standing shot, you have to jump immediately before you hit LMB. The Q is fun, as I enjoyed MLG montage parodies back when those were a thing, and when you get good at Sniper, every day you live the 360 no-scope. You become the montage. People complain about how I'm up in the air all the time, but if those people found themselves in my shoes, they would quickly discover that any feelings of guilt, hesitation, or remorse for your fellow player are quickly drowned out by the bliss evoked by that crunchy headshot soundbite. I have over 300 confirmed kills and over 400 subscribers on my dead channel that doesn't exist anymore, and they all love my 6 phase trick songs. So if you've got a problem with my airborne tendencies, you're just gonna have to cope and see, landlubber. Moving on to question 5 from Slenderman8974, how is your aim so good? Like I said before, 600 DPI, no mass acceleration, 0.16 sensitivity. But I also just play a lot of sniper and have a big mouse pad. If you're using a cheap wireless mouse from Dollar Tree, you're probably going to get inconsistent tracking. So I'd recommend getting something better. If you want to learn more, look into budget mouse reviews for gaming from someone more qualified than me. Anyways, the simple answer is that I enjoy aiming and it makes my brain light up when I hit my shots. I generally have a feeling of whether or not I should have hit a shot. If I miss a shot I think I should have hit, I take a deep breath, calm myself, and focus on working out any discomfort or inconsistencies with my aim. Warming up takes at least half an hour for me, so if you notice a bad sniper footage in any of my videos, it's because I usually start recording the moment I join the game. I've only ever had one person call me bad in the comments, so unless more of you start complaining, I'm probably just going to keep doing things this way. Moving on to question number 6 again from Slenderman8974, he asks, why do you play a dead game? Nyarubico says, it's not like I want to enjoy this dead game or anything, it's just that no other game feels as satisfying to play. Any team-based game is immediately off my radar because I don't enjoy teamwork. I've played other aim-based games before, but I'm really trying to forget about the past I had there, so I'm not going to say anything besides that I played a lot. Anyways, I can't go back to that game for personal reasons, so I'm trying to find something that scratches my improvement itch. I play piano sometimes, but I really struggle with reading sheet music. It's so hopelessly cluttered, I don't know how people read this design disaster without color-coding each note. Anyways, I usually just try to play whatever music is stuck in my head. I try to break it down into chords, and then, if I get comfy enough with the chord progression to play at a decent tempo, I'll play the melody on top. Also, I enjoy freely playing around with chords and improvising, but I have a bit of trouble studying new chords since reading the name of jazz chords is almost as bad as reading fighting game combos. So, progress is slow, and dedicated study in this field is exhausting. Anyways, I don't have to deal with any of these dumb setbacks in Critical Strike, since it all just feels natural to me, so I'm still deeply in love with this dead game. Sniper has so much to learn and practice. If Sniper wasn't in the game, I probably would have quit a long time ago. Once again, Slenderman8974 asks if Sniper is a viable class, and Nyarubico answers, no, but also yes. Earlier, out of curiosity, I wrote up a list of the classes I consider to be Sniper counter picks, and that list included over half of the cast. So I split it into hard and soft counters, which had 16 and 19 classes respectively. And then I asked someone with 2,500 wins or so what they thought the strongest counter to Sniper was, and they responded with a class that wasn't even on my list. Crazy stuff. You want the list? Too bad. I don't really feel like releasing something so controversial. Anyways, if you're going to go against a skilled player who is playing a class that counters Sniper, you have to be good with your aim and perfect with your decision making. But if you get good enough, and you get consistent enough, then I think Sniper has what it takes to consistently win any match. Again, Slenderman8974 has another question. This time it's, do you think the new CS game clones will be good? Nyarubico says that, I'm almost certain Slenderman is specifically referring to the game Something here. Yeah, it seems to be coming along well. One of the devs told me that the green screen room was never going to get implemented ever, but I'm sure that's fake news. The quality of the game correlates directly with whether or not a green screen room is implemented, and that's a Nyarubico guarantee. Don't even bother playing until the green screen is in. Critical Strike games are only good if I get to chroma key out the background and put my trick shots over that one video of that guy sitting there eating a bag of chips loudly for 2 minutes. You know the one. And I know it sounds ridiculous, but also deep down, you know I'm right. The next question, and this is one that I asked myself, is, do you plan on creating content for games besides Critical Strike? Nyarubico says that it's a soft yes. The purpose of my channel is to provide myself with a creative outlet, but at the same time, I'm afraid of alienating my already small viewer base. With that said, I am considering some potential non-CS videos right now. For question 10, Rex Critical asks if you can upload the videos from your old channel. Nyarubico says, I'm sorry, but I deleted all of my old videos. I didn't lose them, but rather deleted them in an obsessive attempt to eradicate any trace of my old channel from my PC. Let's just say that day was the culmination of a very rough few months. If it's any consolation, the 9 months following that day were a peaceful period of exploration, self-discovery, and harmony with the world around me. It's only now that I've rediscovered ceaseless boredom that I've decided to come back. For question 11, which is one that I asked again, it's, could you explain to the viewers your view of the CS experience as a whole? Nyarubico says that it's rough. Exploiters are everywhere, hackers in every other lobby. Cheaters kicking you for being too good at the game, and gamers are down left and right, shot down by the hacker establishment. Roblox cheats are just too easy to run in 2021. Well, 2022 actually, but let me get to the point. If you can get by with the cheaters getting you down, then the game is great. There are still new players trickling in, and there are still old veterans to give meaning to any practice you may partake in. I think there's still undiscovered stuff to be found. Did you see the very first video I uploaded on my new channel? I discovered that tech on my own. I've never seen anyone do that with a bounce pad except for me by accident, back in my other first video, Sniper's Journey, on my old channel. Somewhat recently, I decided to explore that quirk in physics as a technique, and while it's quite potent, the only thing I've netted from this practice is constant fighting with the one guy who says that I'm ruining the game whenever we run into each other. If I'm gonna be honest, there isn't a ton of interesting stuff to talk about with this game. I love it a lot, but for most of the time spent playing it, I'm in hyper-focused trance where I just get lost in Sniper's gameplay. And for the final question, number 12, what are your plans for the channel? Nyarubico says, well, for this very moment, I'm taking a little bit of a break. I get a bit uneasy when attention is suddenly directed onto me. I'm probably going to try to log onto YouTube less, to read comments and stuff, and rather just show up when I'm going to upload something. Anyways, I've mostly finished part 2 of the samurai video. I had a really cool effect I wanted to do with the music towards the end, but I experimented a bit and concluded that I pretty much have to produce part of the music myself, so I'm going to have to compromise on that if I want the video to actually get done. I also have a 2 or 3 episode series I want to make with some Critical Strike footage I recorded with Spooktree a bit ago. I have ideas still, but I'm a bit shy, believe it or not, so I'm trying to distract myself from the discomfort this attention brings me by doing other things. And with that, the official Nyarubico 12-question interview is over. Thank you all so much for watching. If you liked this video, then please do be sure to give it a thumbs up. As always, have a great day. Bye-bye.